Growing up, I played all the sports with my friends: football, basketball, baseball. Signed up for the YMCA sports with my twin brother Wes. This is my twin brother Wes right here. Now, I know that's not a great picture, but he'll be in some of these videos eventually. But Wes and I, we love playing sports together with our friends, and I just always thought I was going to be able to play sports with my friends as we got older. But when I was in 12 years old, I couldn't go out from my sports because my parents thought it would be unsafe for me because of my cerebral palsy. I just wasn't strong enough or fast enough to keep up with my friends and Wes. So I was a manager for all the teams. A bat boy for the baseball team, and then the manager for the basketball and football team. And I liked being the manager. I liked being part of the team, hang out with my friends. Got to see Wes play throughout his whole career growing up. And, it was fun. But the one thing that would always really bother me when I'd be at practice was people complaining about going to practice or doing drills in practice. It's like, oh, practice is so hard. Of course it's hard. It's practice. Practice isn't supposed to always be the most fun, but if you're willing to look at the bigger goal of getting better as a player and as a team, then you can make it fun. Wes and I, we were always pumped to go to practice, and we always took it pretty seriously. And we were always doing drills together in the driveway, pushing each other to want to work hard and be the best players we could possibly be. So, when one of us maybe would get down about something in a game or having to go to practice, we get on each other like, hey, why would you not want to go to practice? It's an opportunity to get better and to push yourself. One time, this is only one of the few times I've only really gotten on Wes about practice, but I think in college he was saying how hard practice was, and I just stopped him and said, like, hey, man, nobody recruited me. Nobody, came knocking on my door wanting me to play for their college. So if you don't want to play, then give me your jersey, man. And Wes would do the same thing to me. If I was getting killed or beaten in a basketball game or a tennis match, which happened to me a lot growing up, he would always be like, well, you got to work harder, man. Just because you practice a lot doesn't mean it's always going to happen for you in a game. You got to put in the work every day, over and over, if you want to get better. So we're just always pushing each other to want to be the best we could possibly be. And that's the thing, what I've learned, like at a very young age, when I was 12, and found out that I couldn't go out for my middle school basketball team. What I learned from that experience was you got to be grateful that you are able to go to practice every day and play with your teammates. I may not have been able to play at a high level like my friends and Wes did, but I was always really grateful to go to my Special Olympic practices. Even though they were only once a week, I couldn't wait to get to practice. And I knew that I could have easily not been able to maybe play on the 5-on-5 team or been able to run or walk up and down the court. Because when I was born, they didn't know if I'd be able to do all that. But I'm just happy that I get to go to practice once a week and push myself to try to be the best player I can be. So if you play how you practice, then the results you're looking for in your sports, school, your job will happen because you put in the time and you push yourself to want to be the best that you can be. Basically, at the end of the day, just try. Put effort into what you do every day.